What up there, guys? This is Jugget82. Damn, that mask never gets old. It's old, but it's a good one. This is a video talking to you guys about scary movies and favorite scary movies. If you guys like movies that scare the shit out you. By the way, I hope you guys like that effect at the beginning of the video. But there's a lot of things that scare the fuck out of me, man. I've been on YouTube a lot and been watching these creepy pasta videos, and yeah, they're kind of scary as hell. And I also seen some cartoon conspiracy videos, like theories about different cartoon shows, and they're scary as fuck too. But I'm gonna do like a kind of like ranking video. It's not even not necessarily ranking, just a couple of movies I know I've watched over the years that to me screamed scary. And to kick it off, the first movie I'm gonna kind of throw out there, it's a movie that now many people would like be kind of like it's not even really that scary now, but then looking back at it was a fucking terrifying movie, and that movie was Child's Play. Uh, it was a movie about a doll. A serial killer named Charles Lee Ray possesses a doll, and he starts killing people. Now, people be like, man, you talking about the Chucky movies, man? The Chucky movies ain't scary. Man, when I was a kid, and even now, even if I look at that movie, especially the original Child's Play movie, that movie screamed a lot of scary shit. And the tone of the movie, the original movie, was not a comedy whatsoever. It wasn't ha 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 laughing and all that shit. The remake they recently had, I think it's called Curse of Chucky. It's kind of like a homage or kind of throwback going to the original movie. And I feel Child's Play to me was just scary. First of all, it's dealing with the dark world of dark magic, voodoo, and stuff of that nature. So it does have a really evil undertone about it. First of all, when like literally like 40 or 50 minutes into the movie, you don't even realize the doll is actually like alive. The thing about the first movie I liked was it had a lot of intrigue and suspense, because you at one point were thinking maybe it's the kid Andy that's killing the people, because you only saw it from the tone of a like back tone where the person was walking and doing certain things. It was only until later on in the movie when you realize this motherfucking doll is real. The doll is killing the people, and it fucked with you, because you was like, man. And then I remember my sister and they got a little doll, and the doll kind of looked like Chucky. And yeah, Child's Play, scary ass movie. Another movie to me that even to this day I can't just sit back and watch by myself or just to watch is a movie called The Exorcist. The Exorcist, when the first time I saw that movie, I was a little juggy. That movie scared the fuck out of me. The story about a young lady who is possessed by the devil, basically. And it deals with a lot of religious tones, demonic possession, and a whole lot of things that kind of just fuck with your head. Linda Blair starred in this movie, and this movie is, in watching videos now about things that happened on the set of the movie, this movie had a really weird kind of like horror filled undertone to it. It was a lot of things about this movie that just kind of really offset you, especially scenes where, like I saw like years later, they had released a edition of the movie where they had unedited and never before seen scenes in the movie, like the spider walk down the stairs. It's crazy. And then also like scenes where, you know, just the head spinning, the voice, everything about this movie just was scary as hell. I mean, this movie came out in the 70s, and to this day, it's one of those movies that kind of will mess with you. But yeah, The Exorcist is one that, whoo, yeah. Another movie that, to me, especially the original movie, the first one and the second one, is Hellraiser. Hellraiser to me was that movie where it delved into hell and basically torture. Some people consider Hellraiser an S&M video, a movie or a movie fetishist like movie about, because in the movie it deals with pain and pleasure. Pinhead to me, all time classic, iconic horror villains. The first movie was so great with the atmosphere, the feel, and the build to seeing these characters, and the atmosphere of the movie just was just dark. You had a husband and wife. They move into this house uh, that was at one point the uncle of the daughter. They have a daughter, and it's just one of those movies that will mess with your mind. It'll definitely fuck with you. Now they've had other sequels. I like the first one and the second one more. Than, like Hellraiser 3 was okay. Hell on Earth. There was a couple other movies like Hellraiser Inferno. It's a couple other Hellraisers you can check out. I heard they're planning to revamp the Hellraiser series altogether, even getting the original actor that played Pinhead to reprise his role as Pinhead. But yeah, Hellraiser. That's a movie that if you've never seen it, see it. Now, another movie for me, that many people will be like, it had a lot of cheap jump out scenes, but it wasn't cheap jump out scenes to me. It was a movie called The Grudge. Now, the thing about the movie The Grudge is I saw the movie that it was basically based on the Japanese version of The Grudge that came out before the movie. And it was a movie, I think it was called Wound, something like that. And that movie is scary too. I mean, they did a lot of changes for the American release when they did a remake of the movie. Well, not remaking the movie in a sense. And of course, people were like, well, "The Grudge wasn't really that scary." Yeah, just Sarah Michelle Gellar, Buffy on there and stuff. Man, that movie had a lot of jump scenes, man. I mean, that movie had like the scene where the woman was in a bed and she lifted the cover up, and then that man. I mean, you had so many scenes. The little boy and the way the atmosphere of that movie was, and a lot of movies from Japan scared the shit out of me for real. Because if you've seen a lot of Japanese horror movies, even if it's subtitled, they'll still give you chills. I mean, there's scenes and that'll just fuck with you and they'll just stick in your head. But yeah, The Grudge is up there with all the horror movies I've seen that have scared me. Now, of course, this video is probably winding too long, but there are a couple of other movies I could say, like Nightmare on Elm Street, classic movie, scary as fuck to me, especially the first movie. And, of course, Halloween and a bunch of other movies in general. But this is just a video just throwing it out there of horror movies that really just fucking scared me. And they even, to this day, if I watch them, they really will get to me. Because, I guess that's the thing about being scared. They say the scariest thing you'll ever see is the things that happen in the real world, and that is true. But watching movies like that, especially movies when you know they have a feel to them, where stuff like that can really happen, or some things about just the atmosphere of just being around things. Because I know there's been situations where you might have been outside and it's been late at night and it's kind of foggy, and you're walking around and you're like, "Ooh, it just kind of feels eerie." But yeah, this has been a video talking about scary shit or scary movies. But yeah, this is Jughead82 signing off.